going to the banks, and that was my biggest challenge, trying to convert the decision makers on these boards that this could work. And you'd have half wanting to say, you know, you're true, what you say is true, and the other half, no, there's no way. And with about 6 months of bringing my consultants down, telling them about their experiences and what happened, and the same thing they encountered in the United States, they explained those experiences. And slowly but surely, we would win the board. And eventually I got through with some initial funding to start the project. I mean, all the issues about getting the lands where we got and so on were all very challenging too. And we ended up in Vedas Bay because really it wasn't considered land that the port what was considered at the time they had any use for. As you know, the first piece that I tried to get was the Spectrum, which is still now being used as a big parking lot for bonded cars. I mean, I think a poor use of great assets. So we got the next batch. After that was taken away when we had negotiated for it, we got the next batch, which was underwater, really, and was the drainage area for the National Stadium, you know, before it hit the sea. So not the greatest piece of real estate at the time when you looked at it, but it was all I could
Great
get.
Location.
But I thought of location, you know, just outside Port of Spain. Because I went out as far as Trin City, I went to Cadona, I went to Westmoreland, I got blank everywhere. And even to the extent that when I tried to get Trin City, I was blank because, you know, you don't have any track record, and they ended up giving it a Puerto Rican outfit, which is Caribbean Cinemas. So in a way, I have the last laugh, you know, but at the end of the day, a lot of perseverance, a lot of determination, continued to show that you had passion for it. You know, it was like I would say, I was the pain in the ass, you know, for the directors. I would always be in their case or the banks, and you know, talking and putting one against the other and massaging it, and eventually, as I said, I got through. And the rest is history. MovieTowne took only a year to build, which would probably take 3 or 4 years. Within budget, we never went over budget. We started in November of 2003, and I didn't have very many tenants here. They were all people who were very, you know, skeptical that it was going to succeed. I eventually, as I got into Ruby Tuesday's business because the Tony Romans was there and they pulled out at the last minute, leaving me with absolutely not very much in terms of offering other than MovieTowne. And I knew unless I can get MovieTowne as a successful mall, it wasn't going to, the experience would be lacking. So there were many challenges. Many times, you know, you go in front of the mirror and question your boy, you know, did the angel on this side give me the right advice, or the devil, you know, who's giving me the right advice? Because it's a little voice in your mind that is telling you how to progress or to proceed. So you have to be able to endure all of that. You have to be able to be confident in what you tell yourself. And as I said, many people are going to tell you no way and negatives, so you have to be able to deal with all of that. Yes, you are stepping out of the crease. Yes, it's you know, you're raising the bar. Yes, it's you know, there are many challenges, and you yourself know that these things are very risky. But I can tell you, and as I look back today and going through all of that, there's nothing greater than having a successful entrepreneurial idea and business, and being able now to the satisfaction of seeing the joy on the kids' faces, the elderly, the sick, who we have now created an environment for them to enjoy themselves. That brings tears to my eyes. Every Christmas I watch them coming in and they don't know who I am, and they're running around and making comments, boy, I enjoy this place, Mom, I love it, you know, I want to come back tomorrow. And I've seen people who are sick, they have cancer, with nurses coming in here to have a 12 o'clock matinee, for, you know, to be able to get away from that negative, and hopefully it helps them in their therapy. You know, and we continue to be enthused by all of that, to continue to build, so that today, you know, we have 3 MovieTownes, with the 4th one being planned now to do in San Fernando. We've got, of course, a successful restaurant chain because they're all tagged in with the MovieTowne success. We employ over 1,200 people, you know, young people, creating, again, as I said, the exposure to all the film festivals, all the film courses, the secondary schools, that the competition to get the kids involved in film. And, you know, think that we have, since 2003, yeah, there's so many things that have been come out, and I didn't think of it at that time, that I look back now and say, you know, job well done. We have so much of pride, so much of passion, so much of satisfaction. And there's nothing in the world that could repay that. That is something that I sort of have to go to the young entrepreneurs to be. That there's a lot of sacrifice, a lot of challenges, a lot of climbing that mountain. But when you get to the top, there's nothing to replace that. And for the rest of your life, you will always be have that confidence and be able to achieve even more, because you've achieved and you went against the odds and you made it happen. And that's the satisfaction you get from being a successful entrepreneur.